my company started. I was working for a company called Bartleby Engineers, and all my partners today, we were all working for the same company. Okay, we were fresh college outputs, and we were working as colleagues, senior, junior, everything. So not all of us are in the, maybe all of us are about 2 to 3 year difference of age, but we had a very good stint in our company when we were working, since we were of the same age group. So we used to work like workaholics, and evening we used to enjoy our lives, go to pub, bar, everything. So what is important is in life, the you should have very good friends. Of course, there is a saying, you tell me who your friends are, I will tell you who you are, right? So to become a successful entrepreneur, again, there are different kind of entrepreneurship that you can do. It is sole proprietary, partnership, private limited, public limited. Sole proprietorship is something which you do on your own. You don't depend on anybody, right? So that is where you don't require any good friends, bad friends, because you are your own boss. You are responsible for your own profits, your own losses. You make profit, it is yours. You make loss, it is your loss. When it comes to secondary thing, partnership, okay, it is important. Yes, we are good friends, everything is fine, but life changes when we see money, right? Till you are in a infant stage, when you are building up a company, everything is fine. But once you start seeing profits, the problem starts. Lakshmi is very good for everybody. She brings wealth. At the same time, she also brings confusion. She brings difference of opinion. She brings a lot of ambiguities. If you can't maintain your head cool, if you can't, if you are in a partnership, so if you don't uh, respect each other, share with each other, then we have a big problem. So even though you are a successful entrepreneurship, you are making good, so within a short span of time, because of the difference of opinion, because of managing, sharing the profits, you may end into problem. That is also possible. And you can become a private limited company, whereas different norms that is required to be a private limited company. Okay, as I was saying, we were all working together, and we actually didn't have any idea for starting on our own, but we had put in almost 8 to 10 years of experience in the company. So any company that you work for to that period, you better look for a change. That is one thought process in our generation time that we used to have. 10 years is too long a period. Today, the period may be changed to 5 years or 3 years. You should not work for a company for more than so many years. It depends on each and every individual. So that is when we were looking for change, wherein which we decided, even if we go to different company, ourselves in that new company, in the new environment. So, or we have to go abroad, wherein again it is you have to leave the family and go out. So we were not in a position to go abroad. So we decided that why don't we do something on our own. That is how we started this company called Kane India Associates. And this was started with what investment, it was all the PF saving of each and every. We were four partners those days. We started with our own saving. Today, I am proud to say that maybe that day our investment was about 7 lakhs was our investment. Today, we have grown to 125 crores company, and my staff strength is about 300 people. We have branch in Mangalore, Manipal, Jaipur, Hyderabad. All this didn't happen overnight. The very first office that we took was a rented premises, which was a small 2-bedroom house. From there, we started our this thing, and our journey. Today we have our own office building, and not only our head office is in Bangalore, but we also have our own office building as well in Mangalore. This is about my company. This is the journey that we had. And it was never a smooth journey. Okay, so it was always a time because we have started, none of us are from a business background. So we were always having a problem of fighting with established players, competition. So, but we have overcome all that, and today we are pretty successful air conditioning contractors across India. We have been recognized. So here I will stop my this thing. I would like you to ponder about whatever I have spoken so far. I want you people to come up with queries so that we can have an interactive session. I hope I have not bored you with my lecture so far. Kapilan sir.
Very good, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Very good. The students, you can unmute and they can ask some questions to the sir. We can clarify.
Guys, don't feel this thing to ask questions. This is not your theory class or practical bio class. Please be open so that I was also sitting like you one day. So please don't hesitate to ask questions. Fire, no problem. Otherwise, Kapilan sir, we had that questionnaire. You can start asking one by one also.
Okay, sir. Sir,
dear students, you can put, sir, let them put it in a chat box at least if they are not
convenient. Yeah, that also okay. No. Even if you wanted to clarify in Kannada, also you can ask it to sir in Kannada.
No problem. Kannada sa matadiyappa, no tondre illa. Okay, meanwhile, I will touch upon a couple of things. Okay, so once you want to start a business, how you can, what are all the things that you should know? Today, it is very easy to start a business in India or in anywhere in the place of Karnataka. I think so. You had that session very clearly in the morning, but I am just trying to put it in a nutshell. You need to have a GST registration. You need to have shop license registration. You need to have Udyog Aadhar registration. You need to have labor registration. These are the 4 registrations that is required actually. Okay, and earlier it was difficult. When we started, there were a lot of, even though number of registration might have been the same, but we used to have different tax structures. Like each state had their own tax structure, customs duty is different, excise duty different. These are all things which you don't learn in college. But today, the scenario has changed in the country and we are under GST regime, where is only one tax, that is goods and service tax. Okay, so your knowledge of commercial to be that we were supposed to have those days, you will not face such problems today because you pay your GST, you are done with. So the ease of doing business has becoming day by day very easy in India. So to start a business, it is
Sir, you muted, sir.
sorry. Earlier, we were supposed to have commercial knowledge as well. Today, the level of commercial knowledge you need to have is not that much. We are all engineers. We know how to produce or how to manufacture and make a product, but how to market it, how to come out with the required licenses, required permissions from the government. These things have got simplified now. So it is easier to do business henceforth rather than when we started, it was, I can say it was not difficult, and not only difficult, it was tough. And today we also have lot of facilities from the government, which, as the madam explained to you guys, there is KSSIDC, there is KSFC, there is KIDB, there are nationalized banks. Everybody is now promoting the people to start or run their industries. Now, any questions?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, what are the opportunities we'll get for mechanical engineers after COVID-19, sir?
Are you talking about job opportunities or
Yes, sir. Both job
yeah,
opportunities and like even
and
for
entrepreneurship?
enterprise, what type of
Yeah.
enterprise we can start like?
See, today it's a very simple question, but the answer is a bit difficult. You know why? It's not a straight answer that you can get because this COVID scenario has changed the way we were doing things earlier and we are going to do tomorrow, because there are a lot of impacts on the industries in all fields, be it IT, be it manufacturing, be it hospitals. So the way things are going to be done is going to be different. Everybody has to readjust. Like me, as an entrepreneur now, I need to readjust myself because each and every industry is facing what? Basically manpower problem. Okay, manufacturing industries, they are also facing manpower problem. So basic problem that will be faced by the entrepreneurs is manpower problem. So whether you will get a job opportunity, definitely you will get a job opportunity, but you should be ready to go where the opportunity is, not to wait for opportunity to come to you. The very problem of the youngsters is, or maybe their parents as well, that I should work in the place that I am. I am from Bangalore. I prefer to get to work in Bangalore. If that is the attitude, you will have to wait based on your merit. But if you are ready to go anywhere where the job is, you will definitely get a job.
Okay, sir, good
Okay, you
afternoon,
should
sir.
be ready to move on.
You should be ready to. So I am basically from Mysore. My intention was to come out to Bangalore because I knew either I have to go abroad or I have to come to Bangalore. Because for my mechanical, those days, these were the only two places. I was not ready to go to Chennai or Ahmedabad, where it was the requirement of the mechanical people. But today, any place is also, earlier it was region specific. Today, each and every region is promoting all the discipline engineers. Only Bangalore is highly oriented towards IT. Otherwise, all other cities has got almost equal opportunity in all the fields. Yeah.
Sir, good
Thank you, sir.
afternoon, sir. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I have a question like for is branding required for any business venture?
Branding is not required for all the this thing as far as my experience goes.
Okay.
Branding is required where you are targeting large mass consumers, consumable appliances. If you are into, then only you will require this branding. Otherwise, you don't need to go for branding. But I will tell you, as a brand, whichever field you are into, what is branding? Branding means somebody should recognize immediately. Yeah. So we talk about Reliance, Tata. This is not only the branding, but the very, in my opinion, if you say in air conditioning, in my field, it is not a consumer oriented. It is not a big. Nobody may be aware of KNND, but in air conditioning field, if you ask, 90% of the people know KNND. That is branding.
Okay.
I hope you got my point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And somebody has asked me how to reduce losses in business ventures. Okay. It's a beautiful question. Rather, I would have loved him to ask how to increase profits. It is the other way of saying it. Anyway, no issue. How to reduce losses in business ventures? It's be keeping your eyes and ears open. Okay. So if you follow what I told you, like discipline, time management, and leadership quality, Why I'm saying these characteristics is instead of saying technical things. See, once I start an entrepreneurship, it is my company. I am responsible for my profits and my losses. Obviously, I have to engage based on my business, maybe 10 people, 20 people, whatever number of people. So if I believe my people and leave it to them to do the business and sit quiet at home, do you think I will make the profits that I expected? It doesn't happen because, as I said, your business is done in trust, but it should not lead to cheating. It should not lead somebody to become lethargic. You cannot be lethargic. As I told you, you have to be dynamic. So assume you leave a purse on the table and then go off, and if your servant maid picks a note from there, is it your mistake or is it the servant maid's mistake? I feel it was your mistake to keep this purse open in the table rather than blaming the servant maid that she picked this thing from there. So it is in my own interest that I should look into all respects. Reducing losses means you are saying you are already making loss. You should know where you are making loss. You should identify the area of leakages. You should arrest those leakages. Maybe it may be happening in terms of manpower, if you are having excess manpower, or if it is efficiency of people, output of deliveries. You should identify areas. Then only you can reduce the losses. How to identify the successful business venture? You can identify, but you cannot copy it and start. As Madam was saying, Narayan Murthy is a big this thing today. Can I just start one more Infosys? It's not possible. It is copy paste is not possible in business. You can identify a successful business venture, but can I really do it? Rather, I would like to put it in this fashion. We always talk about passion for anything. If you have passion, then only you can achieve. So my passion is into automobile industry. My passion is into components, precision CNC machine components manufacturing. So if I have that urge, if I have that passion towards particular thing, it makes a lot of sense to get into that business rather than seeing a friend, he has started some other business, he's been successful. No, it is not necessary that you copy that successful model and you also become this. It will not be working that way. As long as I have passion towards my company, my job, my production, I can always make money in that. Which are the business ventures will pick up after COVID-19? Every business venture has to bounce back. It will bounce back. That is for sure. But this COVID-19 has thrown open lot of new opportunities, I feel. There are, earlier there was never, this was never thought of earlier, that we could have a conference, seminar, sitting at home, at all your places that you are doing it. But what else is required for this thing to happen? There are so many back-end works that is required. So all those things are new opportunities. Anything, we are talking about work from home today. If you think about back-end work required for all these work from homes are all new opportunities. I cannot specify too many things as of now. So I would like to stop at that. And anything else somebody would to ask? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Audible.
Audible. Yeah. Anything else that you guys would like to ask?
Sir, as you said, like everyone should be ready to move on for getting a job, right, sir?
Yeah,
Like if he's ready to get move on as a fresher, what type of skill
Hmm.
set is required, sir?
See, it depends on the job that you are getting into. If you are going to a factory production line, then it depends on it depends on each company that interviews and the HR person. What exactly was your question? I didn't get the meaning of it.
Sir, like to get jobs as a fresher, sir,
Huh.
what type of skill
As
set
a
is they are expecting, sir? Like automobile or production, whatever it is.
See, today we know as an entrepreneur, I know what to expect from a fresh output. So we know that your practical experiences are zero. So we need to train you people. All the people know about this. Okay. So it is only, that is why freshers are taken as graduate trainees. You are not directly employed as an employee. Rather, you are taken as a trainee. You will have training period, you will have probationary period, then only you will become a permanent employee. So I don't think so. Skill set does really matter, but your how you answer the interviews about the company you are getting into. My advice to you guys is please do a back check of the company that you are attending the interview. Understand what they are manufacturing. At least to that extent, you should be prepared to answer the questions related to those things. Primary, you should have your fundamentals should be strong. Your basic should be strong. I have seen so many students failing to answer basic fundamentals. Once you come to final SEM, you think that whatever you have learnt in first SEM is all of no use. It is not true. Guys like me, I will only ask questions on fundamentals. I don't want you to teach me theory. If you know your funda strong, I can always develop you guys more on the other things. So more than skill set, how much you have understood your subject on the fundamentals is very, very important. Entrepreneurs like me will be interested in that aspect.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Anything else, guys?
Almost it is okay, I think, sir.
Yeah. So my this thing is advice to you people is today it is easy to start business, but that doesn't mean to say you can start business without expertise, experience, and without money. And that is one more thing which I just want to touch upon and then close my this thing. Uh, as long as your intentions are honest, your efforts are 100%. The result can only get delayed. It cannot be denied. This is the funda of life. To become a successful entrepreneur, you should have genuine intentions. Yes, this is the product with quality I will give. This is at this price I will sell, and definitely you can do it. Okay, so please remember that these words very carefully. Your intention should be honest, your effort should be 100%. Definitely, results will come, and God is there to support us all. Okay, that's it, Kapilan sir. Anything else?
Thank you, sir. You have covered all the topics which is relevant to entrepreneurship. And I
Yeah.
take this opportunity to thank you because I approached you in a short notice. You have given your approval, and yet today you are sharing your experience with the student participant. Thank you, sir,
Yeah.
for everything.
Thank you, guys. I hope you had a good time and I wish you all the best. I would like to see most of you as successful entrepreneurs. Want to get in touch with me for any this thing? You are free to do so. Kapilan sir knows where I can be reached.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, guys.
If anyone approaches me, I will inform you, sir.
No problem. No
Thank you,
problem.
sir.
Right, sir. Thank you.
I think. Yeah, Balaji, you can leave. You can close the meeting.
Okay, thank